Hello everyone, FunshineX here. Welcome to Future's Edge, a mod pack created by Landstryder on the server hosted by Aim2Game. And we, last time, did some bees and a bunch of other things. Today we're going to further do some more quest lines and get into some amazingly cool stuff. I built a soul vial, that was a piece of cake. And what am I going to claim here? We've got an Enderman soul vial, an Enderman head, or a Solarium blocks. That's just gold and soul sand, so no use there. Enderman heads are hard to come by, and a soul vial I just have to go click on an Enderman with a soul vial. So, I don't know, maybe we'll take the head. We might need it, we might not, we'll see. But the things we can make here are the vat, and slice and spice, and the soul binder. So let's get all three of those crafted. Got this. Let's start with the soul binder, I guess. It's the hardest of the machines to make, but I've got everything ready to go for it. Piece of cake. And then if we grab all of this row here, and we'll grab that as well, should be good to make the others. So slice and spice. Slice and... yeah, spice. There we go. There's that one. And the last one, what was it called? The vat. Vat. There it is. Nothing too hard to make. Oh, I'm missing a chassis. I can fix that. I made quite a few of them, because I knew we would need them. Alright. So, what are these machines used for? Well, the vat can make a bunch of different kind of liquids that are used in other parts of Ender IO. And then the slice and spice makes a bunch of different crafting ingredients for their IO stuff. And the soul binder allows you to make powered spawners. So if you want to make a spawner of a certain mob, you can make it in there. So let's just go ahead and put these guys down. Put the vat there. Slice there. And I don't know. I might move these around later. I just want to get them down. Let's check out what we got for completing those. For this one, we can either have some rocket fuel, some nutrient, or some fluid conduits. I think the most important thing is nutrient, but I can make that pretty easily, right? Let's look real quick. Nutrient. Where's the liquid? There it is. So nutrient is made with water, heads, or even rotten flesh. So, or meat. You can make it with tons of stuff, so I don't think it's that hard to get. So I'm actually just going to go with the fluid pipes, I think. Okay. Just checking my phone had something on there. So claim the fluid pipes. Sure, whatever. Nothing really big there. This one we can get a machine chassis, 8 solarium, or 4 zombie heads. We're going machine chassis. Got a lot of stuff to make. This one, what did we decide on? We decided on the... we're going to wait on that one. The soul binder. We have a broken spawner for Enderman. That might actually be useful. A lactatic upgrade or a soul vial with Enderman in it. That's actually tempting, but it's a broken spawner. I like lactatic capacitors because there's just so many steps to making them. I mean, the only way to get a broken spawner is to actually, like, break a spawner, right? Let me see how painful it is. I always forget how painful. Vibrance. It's not that bad. Yeah, I think I'm going with the Enderman broken spawner. That one's the one that would just be the hardest to go get. Lactatic's painful, but I can make it if I need to. Alright, so in the vat, we have dump takes in there, so we need a water to be poured in here. So I'll probably run the water over from the reservoir with those fluid conduits we just got. Gonna need some more. Are we still gonna be shy? Oh man. Maybe we'll put the vat right here. There we go. It's going to take a little bit of wrenching here. Do we have a wrench? There it is. I did make a yet a wrench to connect those up. All right. So that should fill up with water, and then on the other side, oh, that's the output. We do not want to void the output. Okay, I guess we have to void the output. I don't know. Yeah, so let's go get some, like, I don't know, what could it take? It was like nether wart and zombie heads. Let's do that. I think those two went into making some nutrient. Nether wart in there. Zombie heads in there. Alright, so that is now making this. Is this really voiding it? I don't want you to void it. It better not void. It's like, I can't click on that. Nothing's happening. Oh, maybe when you do click it, it voids what's ever in there. Maybe that's what that button means. Okay, yeah, all right. So this is like, I want to clear it out. Clear it out for me. So 1 bucket plus 1 of each of those made 3/4 a bucket of nutrient. All right, and that can be used. Let's see. Let's get back to the nutrient here. That can be used. What's the big uses of it here? No. I guess you can't really tell. It doesn't have it in NEI. Oh well. We'll see it in a minute. So the slice and spice, we need to put tools in here to make it work, and then you've got different recipes there. And then this guy, you take a soul vial with a broken spawner, and you can make a powered spawner. So if I take a broken spawner... Oh, could I have taken any broken spawner? And am I an idiot? Oh, combine with a powered spawner and an anvil to set spawner. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, what? So we need a powered spawner. Alright, that takes the Enderman head, or any head it looks like, apparently. Some electrical steel, machine chassis, that's all easy. Vibrant crystals are a piece of cake. Yep, that's all a piece of cake. The Franken zombie, on the other hand, we need first to make a Z-Logic. We can go get all of that stuff. Actually, we can't because I'm out of gold, so I don't have enough Solarium. Whoops. But we need a Soul Vial zombie and that Z-Logic, and that'll make us the Franken zombie. We might do that next time. It also takes some experience. But we did make those machines. Alright, let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about. And that is with bees. I found a steadfast drone in a dungeon. Now, I could put him in the Mutatron and evolve him into things like the heroic, the obsidian, the redstone. Obsidian is used to get like lapis, redstone, and metallic, especially, which is really what we need. But there's 3 different things I want to evolve him into, so I need to make copies of him. And the easiest way, this is a quick tutorial, to make a copy of a bee is breed it with a wintry princess. Now, if we open up our bee analyzer, we can see a steadfast drone is should be purebred when you get it from a dungeon. You can only find it in a dungeon chest. But it only has 2 fertility, so you're not going to get a ton of output. However, if you breed it with a wintry princess, wintry is a very recessive trait. It almost never activates over another gene. So anything that we breed with wintry should be at least half of that species. It also has a fertility of 4x, so we should get a ton of drones. So we're going to give that a try. We'll see if it works. I did get the Imperial here. She gives me the Royal Jelly. But we'll put the wintry and the Steadfast in here. And combine those up. And that makes a wintry princess, and all of a sudden she says, nope, too hot, can't do it. So what we do is we go into our quests, beeline, click on one of these that has wintry simulation. There we go, winter. Claim. And throw that in there. And she's good to go. All right. So that wintry, we need to make her die quicker, so we'll put the lifespan upgrade in there. Should have some over here. We don't need to do the automation. We don't need production. Yeah, nothing else really matters here. So we'll put that right there. All right, so that should make her die a little faster, and we should end up with one 50-50 steadfast princess and 4 steadfast drones that we then can just breed with each other, trying to get a purebred steadfast queen that we could just then, you know, put on auto and just create a ton of them, and then use the mutatron to get all those different mutations. So that's the tutorial there. We'll come back to that near the end of the episode and try and see if that worked. The next thing we want to look at is, I don't remember. Oh, I know what it is. So I keep running out of materials, like especially gold. Gold is the one I seem to run out of the most because Ender.io uses a ton of it, Immersive Engineering uses a ton of it, the computers use a ton. Gendustry uses a ton. Everything is using gold, and it's funny because, like, in a lot of mod packs, you just have so much gold, it's silly. You have no use for it. So is there any way to get more gold? If we look at a gold ingot, you can craft it with 9 gold dust. Seriously, who would ever do that? Obviously, when we get to Project T, it's going to be piece of cake. But you can see we can smelt things. There's gold sand, there's gold grit, there's nether gold. And there's gold powder and gold ore. Well, I've done powder. You get that from using the sag mill. Well, where does this gold grit come from? Well, turns out you can use a hammer on an ore block to get 1 gold grit. That sounds kind of like a waste. But you can get it from a golden bee, or you can get it from a crusher. And you can see if we put a gold ore into a crusher, we get 2 gold grit and maybe an off chance at copper grit. Now here's where it gets interesting. 1 ore, 2 grit. If we hit use on grit and go right over here, you can see that if we put that in a sag mill, we get a gold powder, a 20% chance at a second gold powder, and a 20% at a copper powder. And if we put a grinder in here, it actually increases our chance of the secondary output. So we can turn 1 gold into possibly 4. You know, it's probably going to end up closer to 3, but maximum 4 ingots per ingot per ore. 4 ingots per ore. So that's what I want to do. I really want to make this grinder, or whatever it is from Immersive Engineering. It's not cheap. It's probably going to end up costing us more materials than we gain from it. But you can see it's a very advanced structure to build. It's going to look awesome when we hit it with a wrench. But here's our shopping list here. Steel scaffolding, not that bad. Engineering block we've built before. Steel fence we built before. Hoppers, obviously vanilla. 10 light engineering blocks are probably going to be our biggest challenge. So let's look at the light engineering. Light engineering. And you can see it's going to be some iron, rods, so we can use our stamper over there to make the rods. Gears, same thing. We can use our stamper to make gears. This thing is just iron and copper, so that's really easy. And the microchip tier 2 needs some gold. Oh, of course it does. And this needs gold. So we might. It's funny because we get 4 out of it for 1 craft. So I think it's not going to be bad. Let me pause. I'm going to try and get everything together. I just made a ton of steel, so we should have enough steel to do it. I'll try and get all the ingredients together. We'll craft that, and we'll try and put this thing together. I've never done it, and I think it's going to be really worth it, especially for the gold output. So I'll see you in just a bit. All right, guys. It took me about 20 minutes of crafting stuff. We're back and ready to put this thing all together. The last thing I need, according to the shopping list, is the 10 light engineering blocks. We'll go ahead and make those. Should have everything ready to go. Please? Oh, nice. All right. 10 light engineering blocks. Let's head on over here and try and figure out how to put this thing together. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to have probably 4 of these eventually. So another one here, another one here, another one here, and one here. Let's do with torches. So 4 total there. Have a little gap, and so we'll put our crusher right here. I don't know. Actually, I might have to move the processing stuff because it's so far over there. But maybe we will put our crusher somewhere else. Is it even or odd in its construction? It is odd. This is nice. You can say, you know, go up each level and you can play or pause, which is really good. So here we are. Here's the base level. And it's 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we'll line up with this. Give it a little thing of like 1, 2, like 3 in a walkway, and we'll put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right here. Okay, let's get it going. Start with these and these. Go down, please. No, stop. I don't know. Okay. So it looks like it's 3 blocks there and 2 blocks right there. Which side is the input and output? I think this is the output. Which side does power come from? Let's assume power comes back here and this is the output. So we'll do that towards there. Okay. So it's going to be 1, oh wait, 2, 3. These kind of come in a pattern like this. All right, that should be level 1. Complete. Looks right. All right, next level, we have 3 there. We have 9 fences or 8 fences around another one, and then the redstone like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the redstone there. Take our 9 fences. Oop, glider, stop. All right, there's our 9 fences, and the last level, we just put 9 hoppers on top of that. And there we go. That's the whole machine, I believe. We're gonna need our hammer. Hammer, 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 where are you? In the bag. And we hit it, what, this one? No, this one, this one, this one. This one. Did we build it wrong? Let's read the book. The machine, okay, that's fine. Apply redstone signal to the control panel at the front will halt this process. Right-clicking the central block of the front. The front is the wide side of the structure, which has a light engineering block at the bottom. This is the front. There we go. Okay. Nice. So we've got this control panel here. This must be our output right there. Our input is probably in the top. Oh, do I get ground up if I go in there? And that must be our power. Where do I put power into it? Oh, right there. There's our power slot. Okay, so let's get an MV connector. That right there. Do we have, which is the closest one? Probably that one there. Should reach, I'm hoping. From there to there. All right, it's got power. There's no like interface to see what's in it. All you have to do is pipe stuff in, but I'm not sure which direction. Does the book say where the input is? Yeah, it does not say where to put the stuff in. I mean, I do have another hopper, but what I don't have is ingots to process. So let's go get some ingots here. We'll put all this stuff up here. Head on out. I've done a lot of actual mining right around my base because I set the shape to be, you know, down at Y level 0, 8 until 38, so it doesn't affect anything up here. So let's put that right there. in here. This looks good. It's minus 55 and 30 tall, which will put us right at 11. I think that looks good. Chest on top. Someone crashed the server putting a wooden storage crate on here. I think it was Esk, so we don't do that. And I think we just hit go. Pray we get some gold. Get some iron. Iron will work. That you can also double your iron here. There's some gold. Okay, sweet. That should be everything. What I usually do is put this guy down next to it, and then just transfer everything. It works easier when you have an empty inventory, which I usually do when I come out here. Man, I get tons of basalt doing this. But, okay, that should be good. Let's head on back, and we'll see if we can go ahead and quadruple some more here. Alright, so I'm just going to assume I can throw it in the top. I have no idea if that'll work. So we start it with 4 gold. Hey, it's working! Okay, oh, and it's spitting it out right here. So what if we put a chest there? Does that work? It spit it out fast. That was actually amazing. And we ended up with 8 grit, which is what we expected, right? And we actually even got an extra copper there. So 8 grit there. We're going to go ahead and throw that in the sag furnace. And here I've got slate ore, so we should get 150% bonus output. So from 8, we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not what we expected, but it was more than before. And let's see what our final output tally is. Started with 4, ended up with 11. Nice. So not quite 3 to 1 was how much we ended up with. But that's awesome. This only works for vanilla ores. So gold, iron, and does copper work? I don't think it does. Let's look at the grits. Copper. Yeah, you can do it on copper. I don't think anything else besides gold. See, that has a 2 outputs. Iron as well. Those are the only 3 that I know of that can produce 2. Come on, I said use. How can I use that? Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Steel. Nope. Okay, so we'll put all of our gold, copper, and iron ore in here. I could probably throw a hopper like here and then just dump everything. So let's get our... Did we get any gold? Or we got iron. We got 32 iron ore in there. 2 uranium. Sweet. No copper. I need to mine higher if I want copper. I'm scared to jump up there now. I think it's going to eat me. So we'll just do it with the hopper there. See how much we get out for this. Oh, we know it's going to be a stack. Okay, yeah. Let's finalize by going checking on our bees. And we should be done. Did you die? Yes, it did. We ended up with 1 steadfast, 3 steadfast, and a wintry. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but... And they're all different. Interesting. So much stuff in my inventory. So you are a steadfast wintry. You are steadfast wintry. Okay. Let's go ahead and put you guys together. And if on the off chance that forms a purebred wintry, you know, we might get a 25% chance we still have these other steadfast drones to put on it. Now my question is, where did this guy come from? He's a wintry steadfast. So I guess there is a small chance that it can take the active species of wintry, even though it's a recessive trait. Oh well. We've got 3 more chances if for some reason this guy doesn't produce a steadfast output. He is slow. Oh, too cold? Okay, we got to take the winter emulation out. Too much in the inventory. Well, guys, that is going to do it. I hope you liked this episode. Basically, we've learned how to duplicate steadfast drones. We've got some more immersive engineering blocks and Ender.io blocks to have fun with. And we're going to be overflowing in gold at this point, hopefully. Did I show you another thing? I didn't show you another thing. Rose gold. I thought it was worthless. I'm like, you get a rose ingot, turn it into grit, or to dust, whatever, and you get this ingot, and what do you use it for? You like wedding rings for villagers. I'm like, is that it? Seriously? No, that's not it. So you take this guy, pound him down, grind him down into rose gold dust with a chance of gold and copper. Okay, that's normal. But this gold dust, you can grind it again for 2 more gold. So rose gold is actually is even better than regular gold. So I thought it was worthless, but you can get tons of gold. So yeah, we've got a great supply of gold going to be coming in now. Hopefully we can move on with computers and more immersive engineering blocks. But I think next episode we're going to go back to blood magic and do a ritual that is going to make our living armor amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to my channel. Check everybody else on the server, and I'll see you next time. Catch you later. Bye.